Continuing on with laser guard. Last time we looked at this transition from underhook de la Hiva. So at the cross grip we were playing de la Hiva, and then he underhooked the leg and grabbed my shin, made a hook, and then he pulled forward and got Tyrone's hands on the mat. Foot came past the hip, and then I keep my grips and I pulled myself into close guard. The next move was obviously Tyrone postures and at the waiter sweep. That's where we finished last time. But maybe Tyrone steps out of that and he end up here. We need this skill to be able to break him back down to his knees. I'd rather have him on his knees because when he's postured from here, he can open my guard a lot easier. So from there, I just let go of the cross grip. I make C grips in front of his shins. I shoulder walk back, and then I just pull with my knees, break him down, and break his base. I want him down here. So from this position, very similar to the very first move we did in this system. Tyrone wants the posture, he makes his grips, I get a 2-on-1. I'm going to break that grip, get my forearm on the outside and make that 2-on-1 grip. Again, I'm looking this to do this. A reaction Tyrone can do, he can clamp his right elbow into my left hip. And it just fits in there perfect. So now if I try to drag it across, it's not going to happen. So from this position I can grab the collar. My right leg is going to clamp down and it allows me to put my foot on the mat, and then I just lift my hip, and as it drops down I can pull his arm across. As I do that, I sit up, grab the far lat, and I've built the base to my right elbow. And now I'm just going to move my hip back and I'm ready for the first hook in. Notice the way when I come up I want to be able to take my right elbow off the mat, so I turn my right knee out. So now it's taking my weight, and then I can lock harness control, and then I just pull Tyrone to me and I'm on the back. Get another look at that again. So from de la Hiva we had the cross grip, we switched to underhook de la Hiva, and I made the hook. I brought Tyrone down and then I pulled close guard, looking for that waiter sweep, but Tyrone steps out of it. So we want to break him back down to his knees. So he let go of the grips, C grips in front of his shins, shoulder walk back, and I pull with my knees to bring him back down again. This can be more difficult if your opponent is a lot taller than you. You might have to do something different if that's the case. So now Tyrone has made his grip, we just get the 2-on-1. We pull that off, I get the outside space, I'm looking to pull this across and he's clamping my left hip with his right elbow. So I'm going to make a grip on the collar, pull with my knees, open my guard, and I climb high on my right foot and I put my left foot on the mat, lifting my hip, and as my hip drops I just pull that arm across because I've created space. Build the base to my elbow, find the far lat, and then I move my hip back and my right leg becomes my first hook. I need this ability to take my right elbow off the mat, so I flare my right knee, so now I can lock harness control. And I plant my foot on the mat and I bring Tyrone to me. And now we're on the back. Just give more angle on that. Just on that side, bro. So from de la Hiva we have that cross grip. We switch to underhook de la Hiva, make the hook, pull him down, and then transition into close guard. He steps out of my underhook, so now I put 2 hands in front of his feet, shoulder walk back, and just basically pull him down. Once I'm here, he wants to posture and make his grips. I'm going to get a 2-on-1, break it, get outside control, but as I try to find that grip on the tricep, he clamps my elbow. Difficult to pull that across, so I let go and find the collar, break him down slightly to get a slope on his back so I can climb high with my right leg. I put my foot on the mat and then I lift my hip. As I drop it, I just pull that arm across and find the far lat. So I built the base of my elbow, I move my hip back, and now my first hook in. Then I flare that knee so I can physically take the weight off my elbow, lock harness, hook him back, and on the back. So options from close guard.